Hey everybody, Rich with Prep You outside the bunker, which is right over there. Hanging out with the pups, which are right here and here. They're sound asleep. Had a weekend with the granddaughter, and she wore them out big time. She wore me out, actually. But it is Thursday, and it is time for range tip of the week. And this one's a good one. Obviously, you always see the title, so you know where I'm coming from. But I get asked this a lot. I mean, I get this constantly at the range. I get this constantly from people at work asking these questions. How often should I clean my firearm? Well, let's start with the number one thing you need to do, and everybody needs to do this. Most people don't do this. Here's my answer. It depends, but always when you purchase it and before you fire it, and then follow your manufacturer's recommendations. I can't tell people that enough, that they'll walk into a range with a brand new firearm and I'll look at it and it'll be dry. You can't see down the barrel, obviously, but I've had people, check the barrel and they've had filings from the manufacturing aspect. It's just a really good idea when you first buy that firearm, before you shoot it, clean it, lubricate it, and make sure that everything's in working order. The slide works, the locks work, if you've got an external safety, make sure that works. Make sure your magazines slide in and out. You don't want to failure right off the bat, and because that firearm's going to be with you for a very long time, unless you upgrade, unless you're new to the sport and you find out, I really don't like this one, I'll trade this in and get something better. But for the most part, I mean, I look back to my father, who had all his firearms for 60 years. He still had his original service revolvers from the 50s when he passed away. So that's the key. That's the number one thing to do, is make sure that you oil it, lubricate it, clean it, get it set to go. I also, another product that I mean, you really need is a snake. I thought that when they first came out, they were pretty stupid. I thought, I can do this. There's just something about that with the teeth that are on the snake. It just gets any gunk, any stuff, aluminum or brass left in the chamber or the first part of the barrel. It cleans that out because we all know that extractor, it grabs that case and pulls out. If there's any resistance whatsoever, it's just gonna pop right through. So snakes are really good to keep that extra brass or aluminum out of there. Absolutely. So, but beyond that, beyond getting it done for the first time, my next question is, how dirty is your ammo? Are you using good ammo? Can you get good ammo right now? I say yeah, you can, because it looks like ammo's pretty good. In one of my earlier videos about foreign ammo, we were finding that some of it was painted brass coming from Turkey. And I'm not saying that only foreign manufacturers use, like aluminum or steel or whatever. A lot of manufacturers do that based on the bullet, and we all know that most of your home defense comes in aluminum casings, and that's because of a weight issue. All right, that's all it is. And oh yeah, if you have a new firearm, fire your home defense and make sure it go do a couple magazines and make sure it cycles in your firearm. I've seen some that don't. So how dirty is your ammo? When you shoot, how much smoke is coming out the end of the barrel? Do you ever pay any attention to that? Because the more smoke that produces, the more crap that's being put inside your firearm, the more crap that's staying there. I'm going to say this, the best ammo I've ever shot is Sig Sauer ammo. I just love it. There's literally no smoke. When I clean my firearms, which is often, they remain clean shooting Sig. I just like it. Now, granted, there's a lot of other good ammo out there, that you can use. And no, I'm not sponsored by Sig Sauer. I'm not sponsored by Mossberg or anybody, actually. But I just like the Sig Sauer. It's really clean, it's really good, and it's really nice. So when you first get it, how dirty is the ammo you're shooting, and how comfortable are you with breaking down your firearm? And the reason I say that is I see a lot of guys have a malfunction at the range and they just go, what do I do? So I'll have to go over there and take it apart, take a look at stuff, see what happened. You should be able to do that yourself. So the act of cleaning and lubricating your firearm is not just to clean and lubricate your firearm, it's also to get you to know your firearm. You need to know your firearm. Because of malfunctions, because of other things needed, if you have to take it, if you have to break it down for whatever reason, you need to know your firearm. You need to know the ins and outs of it. Maybe someday you might want to, change the trigger or change sights or whatever. You'll know how to do that kind of by knowing your firearm. So those are really the three things to think about. But you're saying, Rich, you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer how often should I clean my firearm. You can, let me just say it. About every 250 rounds, I break it doesn't matter if it's a rifle or a pistol, I break them down. I don't shoot revolvers, so I don't know. Because I can't shoot a revolver. I've never been able to shoot a revolver. I just can't sight them very well. That's just me. Revolvers are great, I understand that. But I break it down because I want to look at everything. I want to look at the firing mechanism. I want to look in the barrel. I want to check all the little pieces that are in there that I know are in there because I've taken it apart over and over and over again and putting it back together. That's what I'm going to say to you. I do it every 250 rounds, and I use good ammo. All right? I've been able to not have to buy the bad ammo that was out there. Now, good ammo is coming back, thank goodness. And even some of the good ammo that first started coming out, it wasn't manufactured great because they were just cranking it out to get it out there to make money because of being sold out. And if you're not sure how to do it, YouTube this. YouTube has an answer for anything. I tell everybody at the range all the time. They'll say, well, how do I do this? I go, well, I'm not really sure about your specific firearm, but ask that question to YouTube, and you know what? You're going to get all kinds of people, some kooks, some fantastic people, and you'll figure it out. Watch 2 or 3 of them, and you'll see a pattern. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. The other thing besides having a specific number, which like I do because I like to break it down, I like to drive my wife crazy in the family room and clear everything off the table in front of the couch and put towels down and clean my firearms. And she's just like, seriously, now? She's used to it by now. But anyhow, the other thing besides, and you can stick a rag in there, a little piece of cotton towel or shirt or old t-shirts. You don't have to buy those expensive pads to clean. Just put it in there. Does it come out black? Does it come out gray? Clean it. Does it seem like it's not cycling properly? Are your bullet casings, are they stove topping on you? Does something feel weird? Take it apart, clean it. Just do it. It's fun to do, Buy quality cleaning products and oil. I'm not going to tell you who to buy. That's up to you, but buy quality. Talk to your buddies. See what they use, because 9 times out of 10, the guys that have been shooting for a long time have figured out what oil to use, what lubricants to use. And there's all kinds of stuff. There's foaming bore, cleaner and lubricant. There's all kinds of stuff out there. The snake, that's the one thing I will tell you to get is a snake. Also, guys and gals, if you're going to the range and you're packing everything together, that nice little rod that's about this big if you have a pistol or this big if you have a rifle? would you please put it in your range bag and take it with you? Because like I said, not every time the extractor is going to grab that bullet casing and pull it out and eject it. It's not always going to happen. And stop asking me for one, because you should carry it. But how much do they cost? And you get pads and oil with it anyhow, and a cleaning solution. So put that in there. That's a little side, but that's an extra for today, extra for this week. You know, and this way you'll get to know your firearm. You'll get to know how dirty it is. You know, shoot 250 rounds of your ammo, and you go, wow, this isn't bad. It's clean. You know, it's not bad. Okay, go 300, go 350, go 500 rounds. You know the bullets that you're shooting, know your firearm, and you're only going to do that by trial and error. You know, those of us that have shot a long time, we know the ammo that we're shooting. We know how long we can let our firearm go. We know just by how your firearm acts that it's time to change something, you know. But that's what I would say to you, is just pay attention to your firearm and start with something a low amount. But if your manufacturer suggests a specific way to break in your firearm, pistol, rifle, whatever, do that. Don't say, oh, like most guys, this is not to you girls, I don't need directions. I can figure this out. Follow those. These firearms are not cheap. They're meant to last you a lifetime and meant to save your butt or bring food to your table or just for fun at the range. So please listen to the manufacturer. Also, start with a low amount. Buy good ammo. If you reload yourself, if you're one of those guys, the powder you're buying, if it's good or not good, and what you can get, the quality that's out there right now. It seems to me that a lot of you guys that do your own bullets even clean your firearms more often. If you clean your firearms more often, going, oh dear God, Rich, 250 rounds, you wait that long? Do your thing. Know your firearm. But that's it. So that's what I tell everybody, how often you should clean your firearm. Finger test is the easiest way. You come home, well, still pretty good, still kind of oily, and go from there. But you know what? That's to say you still can't take your firearm apart every time. Not going to hurt it. Actually, it may love you for it. So that's it for this week's range tip of the week. And I want to thank all you subscribers and all you that aren't subscribers that are seeing it. Please subscribe. You'll get our videos. We got a whole bunch more videos coming up. Now that I bought a new laptop and I can actually upload to YouTube again, I've got a whole stack of videos coming. So thank you very much. And as always, be aware of your surroundings. Always have at least 72 hours of bug-out food available, at least 3 months per person, and enough water per person to last 3 to 6 months sheltering in place. Winter's coming. And also prep like your life depends on it, because it does. Thanks a lot. See you later. Good luck.